What's your, I saw you mentioned your journal, your goals from 2017. So you're clearly a goal setter. What's your North Star now? Like where do you want to take this thing? Like, would you ever do, also top of that, would you ever do like television? Would you ever go on like, college, like what McAfee's doing?
No, that Daily Show stuff is just not a grind. Yeah. Like I love this shit because this is the shit I loved in the game of football, just without the game of football.
Just shooting the shit,
talking with the boys, busting balls, saying stuff a little edgy, finding the line. Mm-hmm. You can, but not really. You can't really do that stuff on TV. But to answer your question, like Daily Show stuff, I'm never going to say no. I guess if the situation was right, I'd look into it. But the gig we got now, man, it's just like, there's thoughts now on expansion and scaling and, allowing our platform to bring in other content creators and, allow like athletes like yourself, allow people like just the same kind of blueprints and see if you can expand there. And then how many shows do you want to do? If we have this platform now, you can build other shows, but at some point you got to look at how much bandwidth you're putting into doing all this stuff. And it's like, if I'm sitting here fucking working every day, because the minute you do all that, again, like we're growing this business on our own. It's not, you guys know it, it's not a media company throwing X amount of dollars and you're just showing up and they have the production team, they have everybody kind of doing it for you. You get the earpiece, you do your TV. This is like, you got to think about how to scale, bringing people in, finding the right people. Like working with people is a different animal. Like not everybody shares the same vision. And you can't talk to everybody the same way that you know of, which is in the film room. You can't say, yo, this fucking sucks right here. Like you need to get your shit together or you're going to get cut. You can't talk to people that way. Like it's not that the people are soft or anything like that. It's just a different culture of performance-based stuff and creators and people who make their content. They're like artists, right? And so there's more emotion involved because like if you're making something, you might want it to look a little bit better and they make it their way. You got to find a way to bridge that communication gap. So I'm saying all this stuff is like, you've got to hire these people out if you're going to scale the business. And how much are you going to want to put into the business to at what point does it become, we're running some small little company now. You know what I mean?
Doing your podcast.
Yeah. But I don't know what our North Star is yet. I think for me personally, I want to continue to do what I've started to do in my own personal brand, which is the saying of the tagline of, creating a platform that allows athletes and creators to authentically be themselves. Because I think if you do that, then you're embodying what you started this thing for in the first place. So if there's things that make sense for me to do and it aligns with that, then I'll be up to doing it. But as far as like TV or anything else, I don't fucking know, man. Who even knows if TV would want me? You know what I mean? Guys in our shoes, we're not fucking quarterbacks. We're not 5 stars. We're not first round draft picks.
Tom Brady.
We're not Tom Brady. We didn't have, these luxurious careers. Like building it the gritty way is what fascinates me. Building it in the locker room space. Like I want to be a podcasting guy. I don't want to fucking have to worry about how I'm performing on TV. Because there's hot buttons.
Producers are telling you what they like, what
producers
they don't like.
tell what they like, they don't like.
They don't like your suit that day.
Or you just hit on some hot button topics like, hey, you have to address this because this is what's going on in the world. It's like, man, I get that shit, but that's just not, I just don't give a fuck to talk about that. Sometimes I do, but not to do it because I feel an obligation and a responsibility. Based on the brand that you've created, now it becomes my responsibility to do it. I just want to be a fucking locker room guy. I want to go on the yak and do a case race. I want to sit down with you and and talk about the business mind behind a lot of stuff. Because people don't see a lot of that. They see all the gimmicks of fucking me wearing a knee sleeve, taking shirt off, slow chugging beers and fucking acting an ass at times. But I like that stuff more than the thought of suiting up, hey, we want to fly you here, we want to fly you there, you're doing TV now, then that just becomes more responsibility. We get to kind of be our own boss and work with a company that lets us do whatever the fuck we want.